Hi everyone, my name is Malika, I'm 21.
My name is Shelby, I'm 22 years old.
I'm a student at the University of Toronto studying international development and theatre.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to school for finance at SAIT.
And I'm an aspiring theatre maker. I think at the age of 13 and 14, you're kind of confused. You don't really know who you are, and honestly, I think I'm still discovering that today.
There was just certain things about myself that I didn't like.
Before YWOP, I think I was a lot more self-conscious of how I looked and how I spoke and what I said.
When I was 14 years old, I was in a kind of a rough state. I wasn't doing so well, and I was into drugs and stealing and just hanging around the wrong crowds. And so my parents decided to enroll me in YWOP, thinking that it would change me for the better, and that's exactly what it did.
I just realized that I was able to be authentic and authentically myself in my own voice and in my own power.
And it made me into a person that I thought that I would never be, and it really made me feel a lot more confident about myself.
YWOP stands for femininity, it stands for power, it stands for courage, and it stands for resilience.
YWOP develops many individuals into being strong, powerful, confident young women who are fearless and who really just run after their goals, and they don't let anything get in the way of stopping them reach their goals.
YWOP provided me with the space to be self-reflective of who I am and engage in really difficult conversations about my femininity and what it means to be a woman in all my power. A memorable moment was when the YWOP speaker introduced this idea of basement friends, living room friends, and balcony friends.
I remember doing all of these fun activities like boxing. Stereotypically, that's not something that a lot of females do, but seeing females do things that are male dominated, I love that.
I remember Allison talking about the fact that not everybody had to be your best friend, and not everybody was going to be right on that balcony with you. And I think that was a game changer for me. I think now in my life, in university and in the professional world, I'm also able to just practice that and learn how to set those boundaries and look after myself and invite good people up into that balcony.
I'm in a very male-dominated field, and so I just like to kind of change that stereotype, and I like to change what women are known to be as emotional creatures into risk takers, ambitious, bold, and charismatic.
Girls especially deserve that sense of empowerment and that sense of trust, and they deserve a space where they can be authentically themselves. I think society puts a lot of constraints on how women are supposed to act and be, and I think YWOP allows girls just to be freely themselves, and I think that's necessary if you want game changers in your society in the future. And if you want women who are going to change this world, you need to be able to empower them, and YWOP does that.
It's really made me become into a very confident individual, and just really gave me the motivation to start all of my businesses and to keep them going, really. So yeah, I'm really glad that my parents made the decision to enroll me in YWOP, because it made a huge difference in my life.
I think they would first experience what it feels like to step outside of your comfort zone in a space that is a brave space, not even just a space that is safe. It's safe, but it encourages you to be honest and to share parts of yourself that you don't really get to in your everyday life. It's a space where you can express, it's a space where you can take risks, it's a space where you feel a sense of collective trust and comfort, and it's a space where you get to learn about the beauty and magic of being yourself, but also the beauty and magic of the other women in the room with you, which is something we don't really get these days. But in that space, everybody was a supermodel and a star.
YWOP is inspiring, it's a confidence builder, it's a motivator, and it's life-changing.
When you wake up in the morning, you're not always gonna feel like you're the most beautiful woman or the most empowered woman in a space, but you gotta wake up and look in the mirror every morning and realize that there are at least 5 things that you love about yourself and that make you a special woman. So that's always stuck with me, and I thank YWOP for that.
YWOP is for every young woman.
YWOP is for every young woman.